Welcome to our 5 on 5. Please welcome back Jennifer Mylenek, the Executive Director of CASA of Jackson and Josephine County. Good to see you again. How are you?
Good to see you too. Very good.
Thanks for being here. So we're talking about this film, Friday's Child, and I want to get into the nitty-gritty about what we're seeing here in Oregon with foster kids kind of aging out, if you will. But first, in case anybody doesn't know, what is CASA?
Court-appointed special advocates. That's what CASA stands for, but it's volunteers. We have over 200 of them right here in Jackson County who receive excellent training, and they are assigned to children who are under the care of child welfare because they've been abused or neglected. And these CASAs make a world of difference in their lives by being their voice in court, putting an extra pair of eyes on them for their safety, advocating for all of their needs, educationally, medically, variety of different ways.
Yeah, and you mentioned volunteers, nonprofit organization,
yes.
Just doing it out of the goodness of their hearts. Very
yes.
good. So we're talking about this film that we're trying to sell tickets towards. So the deadline for Friday's Child tickets is this coming Monday, I believe.
This Monday, April 29th.
So right, okay, so it's, I guess it's Friday's Child. What exactly can people expect in this film?
This film is very well made. It's professionally produced. It's being promoted by BuzzFeed and Ticket to Dream, which is the foundation arm of Mattress Firm, which is a foundation that supports agencies that support foster children. And this particularly addresses children aging out of foster care. This is a terrible problem. Children oftentimes will age out of foster care, and sometimes the foster parents will be there for them as a resource. Sometimes they are not. And if you can imagine, if you have children and your own children walk out the door the day they turn 18, they may not have job skills, they may not be pursuing an education, and even if they are, they need their families to support them through that, and these kids don't have anyone. And unfortunately, this can lead to homelessness, sex trafficking, lots of other issues. Over 50% of our homeless population was once in foster care. Wow,
I had no idea. It's a startling stat. So is this as simple as the day these kids are turning 18, they can no longer stay, whether it's in a group home or as a foster child, they're just out the door immediately?
They're out the door in a lot of cases.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're going to take a quick break and we'll talk more about the film and what people can do to help foster kids here in Oregon.
Great.
Stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back to our 5 on 5. We're going to hear with Jennifer Mylenek, the Executive Director of CASA of Jackson and Josephine County. That's court-appointed special advocates, in case they don't know. So we're talking about this film, Friday's Child, and it's I guess it's airing in early May, but tickets, they need to be sold by this Monday. We still have to sell roughly 40, 45 tickets?
Yes, about 45 tickets. We've sold about 45 tickets already. We need total 90 tickets sold for them to show the film at Tinseltown.
Okay, yeah, so, and it's showing at Tinseltown, but it's at theaters, I guess, on that day across the country?
Yes, everywhere across the United States. Wow. So it's really all about building awareness, and even if you're not prepared to help, you see the film and you say, wow, I can't really be a foster parent, can't really be a CASA, just you're having this awareness is a huge help. You'll be talking about it with other people, and they in turn may want to be foster parents. So.
Yeah, wow, and I think just in case people are tuning in, missed part one of the interview, this is really about kids who were, young adults, they're turning 18 and they're essentially having to leave the foster care system or foster parents, and they're out on their own like that.
Yes, with no skills and potentially no supports.
Yeah.
So they're set up for failure.
Yeah, very incredibly difficult. All right, so we've done a lot of stories over the years about Oregon's foster care system. What are we looking at like here in Jackson, Josephine County, your territory? Do we need foster parents here now?
We need foster parents here desperately. And people who can really make the commitment to be longer term supports for these children if they do receive older children into their home who are going to age out, that's really critical. And being a foster parent is not easy, but can be super rewarding.
Mm-hmm. And what about CASAs? What about your organization? You guys are nonprofit. You guys are, you guys have all these volunteers working for you out, helping these kids through the system. Yes. Do you guys need volunteers right now?
We do. We need volunteers for children of all ages, We have over 200 volunteers here in Jackson County. We could use 100 more. And we also have a sort of a special core of our volunteers that they are assigned to older children. They want to work with older youth, and they help them transition out of foster care. But we don't have enough of them. So the more we have, the more these children could have somebody by their side as they go through this transition.
Sure, yeah, it's not easy for anybody. So I imagine some of the people watching right now are wondering what type of commitment it is. Maybe they only have an hour or 3 a week, or maybe they have 20. Are you guys welcoming in everyone who can volunteer?
Pretty much. We ask for a 2-year commitment. That's the really big commitment because we don't want these children to experience another change in their lives. So their CASA, we want that to be a constant person for them. But its average is 10 hours a month, so it's not as much as what one might think. The initial training is 40 hours, and it is excellent. I can honestly say it's the best CASA training in the state. Our trainer is highly skilled and trains other programs in the state of Oregon.
Excellent. Well, good to see you.
Yeah,
Thanks so
you
much for
too.
coming.
You're
All right.
welcome. Thank you.
My pleasure. Stay with us. We'll be right back.